Hey Gage, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing really well. It's super beautiful outside, and that makes me happy. My prospects for the day are kind of higher just because there's a lot of sunshine and nice weather going on lately.
I agree. I really think it's beautiful out today, and I'm glad it's warm. Have you spent a lot of time outside lately?
Yeah, actually, I tan super quickly, so just like walking across campus, I have this real nice farmer's tan going on, and all of my friends are pretty outdoorsy, so they're like, hey Gage, you should come play Ultimate with us, or hey Gage, let's go run around Lake Patton, or, you know, all those other things, so.
Are you like, because like the running and the Ultimate Frisbee, are you a super athletic person?
I played sports in high school. I'm not super athletic anymore. I mean, I exercise to stay in shape, but I don't know. I was pole vaulting until last quarter for the school, or I guess until this quarter started. So yeah, I guess I would consider myself athletic. Other people would probably consider me athletic.
So you're pole vaulting for Western?
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't officially on the team, but I was vaulting with the coach. I just never asked to get on the team. The process is actually, I guess, super simple. My friend went in and was just like, hey, can I be on the team? And the coach was like, sure. So.
You know, pole vaulting, is it scary? Because, you know, you're on like a bendy pole up in the air.
I don't know. It's not scary, and especially the way, when I was doing it in high school, that my coach taught us, we started without actually jumping or anything. We'd just like work on how to lower the pole and like do the jump beforehand, and then we would do it on grass without the pole touching the ground, so there was no like, you know, worry about tripping on it or like catching it and falling. And then we started doing it kind of just going forward on the pole without bending anything or swinging or doing anything, still on the grass. And then we moved to the sand pit, so you get a little bit of that like, oh, the pole's going to go down and drop a little bit on you. And then we moved to the actual runway, so it was this really gradual transition. So, and I don't think I was actually, you don't bend the pole right away, you just do it straight. And so, yeah, very like gradual, and it's not scary at all. Yeah, just because of that, we like eased our way into it.
That sounds less
Yeah.
scary. So what kind of other extracurricular activities did you end up doing in high school besides pole vaulting?
I was on our school's math club, like program team for 4 years. That was fun. And then my sophomore year, I joined our academic quiz team. They called it High Q. It's a pun. It's like a high IQ. And they had another one at our school, Knowledge Bowl, which was similar, except High Q I preferred because they would give you books and chapters from those books and say, study this material, and we're going to ask you questions on it.
That makes sense.
Knowledge Bowl was more, oh, here's this random academic subject, here's a random question, answer it. Yeah, it was kind of, everything was a toss-up, like free-for-all. Whoever gets the answer first gets the points. Ours was very structured. It was, all right, question for you, question for you, question for you, question for you. And like, I could work through different categories. That was fun.
I know that at my school we didn't have like Knowledge Bowl or High Q type of stuff. We had Scholar Quiz type of thing, which is just like teams from the school, so it wasn't like competing against different schools. It was a lot of fun. It's kind of like Jeopardy with flags and everything.
We had buzzers, so half of our like practices were you know, how do you buzz in quickest, and if you know they were timed questions, and so you would have 15 seconds, and if you didn't get it, other teams could buzz in, and at that point it becomes a toss-up. So it's all right, you're watching and ready, set, buzz. Right as the timer hits 0, if you buzz early, then you don't get the question, the other team gets it. So there's a lot of like strategy just in that, aside from the studying itself.
So do you think like the studying tips and like the strategies help with like normal school like that?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's crossover where especially, and actually I guess our team did this backward, where we would take the kids who were in the AP subject or whatever the category was, and we would say, okay, you're taking this AP class where you've taken it, you're going to study this subject, or at least have a general knowledge of it to kind of back cover if the person who's studying it doesn't know the answer to the question. So because I was taking so much math and so far ahead in math, I ended up being the math kid, regardless of what other subjects I was studying.
Right.
The kids who did AP chemistry would cover chemistry, and maybe we would give one person the textbook in addition to those who had taken AP Chem. Same with biology. We didn't have sports classes, but there was a sports section. And we had one kid named E-Tech who always studied sports. Yeah, he's so cool. I love that kid. He actually won the state math competition this year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's going to Duke next year. So I don't know what he's studying. He's really smart.
Duke's a pretty good school.
Yeah, he's really excited. And he's super into sports, so I have a feeling that he's gonna go a little crazy come March Madness. And,
Yeah.
Duke's got a pretty dominant male basketball team or men's basketball team. So I think he's gonna have a lot of fun there.
No, did you hear that Duke invites the winner of like the Division II what is it, the basketball tournament that we just won? They invite like the national championship thing. They usually invite the Division II winner. So Western's basketball team is going to go play against Duke sometime soon, which I think is just really interesting.
Sweet. He's not there yet, but I could let him know that they like broadcast it or something. He might be interested in watching it.
I know my friend Zena is in the Duke marching band, or just like pep band type of thing. So she plays the trombone and stuff like that. It's really fun.
I had a few friends do marching band. Not our school didn't actually have a marching band. We just had a pep band. But my friend Ryan plays all sorts of instruments. I think he was in marching band for sax. I think he was a sax player in marching band. And he's at Wazoo now, and so like they're done with school. I'm super jealous. Yeah, he's already back home, posting all over Facebook about how great it is to be enjoying the sunshine and not having school. And here I am with 3 weeks and the finals coming up.
So, how do you feel about your classes and like finals and stuff?
I think I'm set for most of them. I have one more test in both of my math classes before finals come up. I just have my econ final left. I have one more performance in master class before my jury, and I have, so basically the way the music program works is you go with your teacher and you do your lessons, and they give you pieces to learn, and then you perform 2 or 3 times in master class, which is you have separate instructors from your voice teacher, usually, every once in a while, because all the voice teachers teach master classes, so you might end up with your same teacher, but you'll perform there for a group of your peers who are also music majors, and they'll give you feedback, you get an accompanist, and that's basically your practice run. And it's just graded on like participation. Did you perform? And are you going and watching other people perform, because there's some doing that and benefit and watching other people do things well or poorly and knowing how to correct. And then at the end of the quarter, you get a faculty audience for your performance, and you submit your whole repertoire for the quarter, and they pick 2 songs, and you perform those for the staff. So I've already done my first performance in masterclass, and I have one more, and then I'll do my jury. And because I'm only learning 2 songs this quarter, I'm just going to perform both of those.
That's good that you know what you're doing.
So it makes it a little easier to prepare. I don't have to work on 5 or 6 different pieces to have all of them ready, possibly. And then choir performance is next Tuesday, a week from today. Yeah. And then after that, that is my final for that class, and then I'm done.
I might just go see that. I have to for Music 104. So.
Is that part of listening? Yes.
So,
I'm not sure what time it's at. I'll get back to you.
Okay.
I probably should know, but I don't. It's alright. We're going to be talking about it later, I'm sure. Yeah. But there's a lot of fine-tuning that we're doing in that class, so we have a week. But at the same time, we only have a week, and we still kind of have a long way to go. We did an assessment last week where our director basically had been working us for the last, it was about 2 days worth of really particular, finicky notes about,
Mm-hmm.
all right, you really need to make sure you're crescendoing in this way, or make sure your articulation is more crisp here, or really emphasize the marcato in this part, or, right, like super fine tuning.
Right.
And then we performed all of our set for him,
Mm-hmm.
and he gave us a 3.4 out of 5, so it was like a 78%, and that was last Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
So we have, right, a lot of work to do. If we're only at a 78% now and our concert's Tuesday, we have a week, but we only have a week.
Mhm.
So
You can,
that's
I
kind of,
believe in you.
yeah, just keep focused. The problem is it's not just me. There are
Yeah, that's
49
right.
other guys and 50 women. Actually, no, because we're doing a joint concert, so we have advanced women's chorale and concert choir as well. So there are like 200 of us that have to all be
Yeah.
doing it and getting it. That's a little nerve-wracking now that I think about it. Everything else, though, I think I'm set on for finals. All the like content-based classes, so econ, math, and I think I'm set for those. I've been doing well on them so far, and at this point, I think it's just really about maintaining and, you know, do that last little bit of studying for the final to make sure you've reviewed everything. More so than it is about, oh, I haven't been paying attention all quarter, now I really need to learn all of it.
Right, right.
So at the very least, I have that. So I won't be as stressed come dead week. Yeah.
So yeah, that week. I should actually go and study for that because I have math in like 30 minutes. So I'll see you later.
Bye, Karen.